om de börjar, sen bara går det över till dig. Och så har du micken här på en liten grupp. Då räknar vi ner. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Hello everyone, and a very warm welcome to our Learning with Horses clinic. My name is Patrick, and this is my colleague Emma. We work for the municipality of Hudiksvall in Sweden, and for the past years we've been focused on supporting young people who find it difficult to attend school. Many teenagers today struggle with anxiety, stress, or other mental health challenges. For some, the school environment itself can feel overwhelming. We wanted to explore how alternative environments could help them reconnect with learning, with others, and most of all, with themselves.
And that's how our collaboration with Tunalid Riding School began. The stable turned out to be a calm and motivating place where the youth could take small steps forward, feel trust, and find their motivation again. And the horses played a key role in that process. When we talked about our experiences with our partners in Spain, Greece, Italy, and Ireland, they also shared the same experiences when working with animals. Sometimes with donkeys, sometimes with other animals. But we all share the same experience of a great success in the work.
So together we created the International Erasmus Plus project, Inclusive Path, to explore and share how working with animals can strengthen young people's mental health and social inclusion. Today's clinic will be part of that journey. We hope this will inspire new ideas, new collaborations, and that you will share our belief in the connection between humans, animals, and learning.
So thank you very much for being here, both in place here in the audience and online. And now we will let Kicki from EQI introduce herself.
Okay, thank you very much for having me. Yes, my name is Kicki Bildt, and just to introduce myself, I have a background from as a health educator, project manager, team leader, HR specialist. So I've been here for a while. I'm also a trainer in horse-assisted education since 2009, and a trainer in Lära med Hästar, Learning with Horses Academy, since 2022. I also done some horses knowledge courses. Lära med Hästar, Learning with Horses, is a trademark and a unique method where we work together with horses. We work in a structured way to strengthen and develop important abilities. It's a method that is proven, award-winning, and based on scientific research. When we work in Lära med Hästar, we focus on social skills, particularly in 4 areas: self-esteem, self-awareness, cooperation skills, and sound relations. And this we do is experience-based learning. In a session or a lesson, we train, or the participants train in taking turns, in listening, in talking, sharing, reading, writing, reflecting, solving problems, make decisions, express feelings. We have goal-focused exercises, and goal-focused exercises, along with professional guidance, safe and creative environment, Together with horses, we provide positive learning. And the exercises we do, they're all designed to succeed. The participants are always meant to succeed in what they're doing. What we do is that we meet with a small group once a week for about 2 hours. The group is usually between 3 or 6 participants, and they're accompanied with an adult, a teacher, a special teacher, or somebody else, often from school. We always start with a gathering in some kind of classroom that is available at the stable. We start with talking about what we're going to do today. We look in the working book that we have. We talk about today's theme and what materials we're going to use. Every participant gets a working book like this, and every session we have has a theme. On the first session, we talk quite a lot about security, and they also have to sign an agreement that they understand, and they are obliged to follow our agreement. So they actually sign here with their names. The safety is, of course, very essential, and we sometimes repeat the safety rules for our participants. If needed, maybe it isn't. After we have been gathering in the classroom, we go out to the riding arena. Can be like this in a riding house or an outdoor arena, and we have some exercises. I've also showed the exercise on a poster like this. It's a poster for every session or lesson that we have. And in the basic program in Lära med Hästar, we have 5 lessons, and there are also some extra lessons that we have developed. So there are 8 lessons in the basic program, you can say. So why do we work with horses? Why are horses that good to make a development for children or for adults as well? Some of the reasons are, 1, they're big. And you can wonder, is that a good thing that they're big? And we think, yes, it's a good thing that they're big, because it gives some respect. You don't joke around these big animals. That's also very sensitive. They have a slower breathing and a slower heart rate than we have. So you get calm among them. And that's something good for many of us, to just calm down a bit. They have big, nice eyes. They have this nice furry, and many of them like to be hugged, petted. They're also very good in communication. And how can that be? They do not speak. Well, they use a lot of body language and positioning, as do we. We use body language, and we can use it more to be more clear in our communication. We can train our communication, especially the body language, positioning, and we can easily notice if we are not clear enough with the horse. Other reasons are that horses, they do not judge. They are always present. They're acting on what's happening right now. They don't think ahead or about yesterday. They also give us second chances. If we fail in something, they always give us a second chance. We will now show you some exercises that we do. Every exercise that we do is possible to do in a harder or easier way. As we go along, the tasks will be more difficult during the weeks go past. But you can always do it harder or easier at each lesson, so you can, depending on the group, depending on the individuals, you can do in different ways. So, we always start with a warm-up, something easy to do, nice to do, and get the participants to just calm down and to be present. Now, I don't know if the camera have shown, but we have 2 horses here and some acting students, pupils. They have been standing here brushing the horses, and that's a good way to start, to connect with the horses, to look how the horse react. What does this horse like or dislike? Where do they like to be brushed? What do they feel? And you can also calm down and you get this warmth from the horse. I like to introduce to you, we have 3 pupils. You can maybe wave your hands. We have Emma. We have Isa. And we have Irmeli. And they are going to act with the horses today. We also have 2 horses. We have the camera is right now on Pelle, and we have another horse that's called Freja. So we're going to start with the first exercise, which are the red cones. And I think, do you like to use Pelle or Freja at the first exercise? Freja. So you take Freja and you can move Pelle from there. One security rule is that not to keep, or to keep the horses apart from each other. They're not supposed to get close. We don't want them to joke around with each other when we are nearby, of course. So you can start with the first exercise. And as you see, when they walk, they have been training this. They have been testing this. They are supposed to work together to make the horse go slalom. And they're not supposed to use the lead rope more than maybe necessarily. The lead rope is hanging loose, and they use their body language. And this looks very, very easy for them now. And I can guarantee it's not always this easy. You have to communicate, you have to cooperate, you have to decide how to do this, who is going to be where, who is going to have the lead rope. Maybe you want to change positions, and we celebrate when something goes well. We have the same course and another exercise, so you can do also the other one. And this is where, that's an exercise where you're supposed to stop at each cone. And then you have to communicate and make clear when to stop. They know, the horses don't. Now she wanted a little her own saying there. This exercise is quite an easy one. but you can do it in many different ways. You can, if you like, use 2 lead ropes. You can try with no lead ropes and just have the body communication. Yay! Very good. Celebration. You can do an exercise like this without talking. And you can also let someone in the group have a blindfold or just close your eyes. And then you make it a lot harder, but also more challenging. Thank you. I think we go to the square. Which horse shall we take, Pelle, at the square? And Freya has some rest. Yes, you can start to just to park Pelle in the square. He has fallen asleep a little. He had some rest. You can see that the participants, they are very calm and very nice to the horse. There's no dragging or pulling or hard words. It's very polite, respectful. Here he's supposed to be inside the square, and he's supposed to stay there even if they move out from the square. And it's not that he knows that. So they have to be very clear how to make him stand still in the square. So, and if this succeeds and this is easy for them, I can challenge them, and they will have something harder to do. We will see. So, back in the square. I think he likes to be with them. They're nice to him. I want to be there. So he follows. And they say, no, we want you to stay there for a while. So a harder extra to do is that the girls move around and he is supposed to be still in the square. Maybe it's too hard, maybe he wants to go along with them. And they have to talk to each other to cooperate and to see who is going, who is staying, what can we do, how will we do to make him comfortable to stand there, stand still. Can every one of you go one? No. So you can see an easy exercise that can be quite challenging. If I had a group with children or even youngsters, I would make sure that they succeed before leaving this. Of course, they are supposed to succeed, and we would have that to happen. Now I think we shall move on, or I can watch the time. One way to succeed is to help. One way is to say that it's okay to use the lead rope a little. Another way of succeeding can be to change horses. Maybe Freya suits better for this exercise. Maybe Freya listens better, or is more comfortable in standing there in the square. So we'll see if we get back to the square. Now I would like to go to to the maze, labyrinth. And which horse you want to use in the maze? Samma. Pelle is going along in the maze. And Freya has to move a little. The task is to go inside the maze, go in and go out, and not touching anything. Not walking on, not tasting. Pelle wasn't really into not tasting. Good work. He didn't touch it with his feet, or they didn't. So I think it's good enough. You can make it one more time, and we will show how to make this harder. This they haven't tried. I have to challenge them, I think. So if you start from here again, om ni kommer hit igen. So I will have to ask you, är det någon av er som kan tänka sig att blunda? Emma? Om du lägger en hand på manken och går med och blundar. So I have asked her to close her eyes to go along. And to make this safe, då måste ju en utav er som går bredvid hjälpa Emma lite så att inte hon blir trampad på fötterna. They have to make this very carefully, very slow, and to help each other. When somebody isn't seeing, you have to make it very slow and talk a lot to each other. So, you can try. They are not prepared to this. It's a challenge for them. It's a calm horse. There are 3 girls that are very used to horses. And this is not something I would do with a new group. This is something you do in the 5th or the 6th or the 7th time. The horses, they are used to go over. They're not used to stay inside. So they don't know that the task is to not go over. Yes, very good. Could they have an applaud? Woo. Freya got a little scared. Thank you very much. I have one more exercise, and I would like to have 2 or 3 from the audience to come here to try with us. And there are some helmets up there. I also have one helmet here. So, who's coming? 1, 2. Thank you. Någon mer som vill följa med och pröva? 2 blir jättebra. Någon där nere också. 3. Så tar ni med hjälmar. We always use helmets when we work with Lära med hästar. We don't ride on the horses, but the horses are big, the heads are big, and if they do a shaking or they move quick, you can get a knock in your head, so it's good to have a helmet. If you take Pelle and Freya and you take them to the green cones, I think you can be one team, and we have another team. And you will get Freya. Come on. This is an exercise that can be used in many different ways, and we call it to synchronize the speed. And you can do it individually or you can do it in teams. I will just instruct you a little. I think one of you is very used to horses, or both of you are very used to horses. Yeah, both of you. Yeah. So we have two people used in horses. When what can be different is that we want you to have the lead rope very loose, so you don't have to hold here. Just have it loose, and you try to just manage her with your body language. And you have to cooperate, and you can speak to each other how to do the task. The task is to move towards the wall at the end where the table is. You turn and you go back, but you are supposed to do it in the same speed, so you have to communicate the two teams. First we start with one of you. Is he curious or is he hungry? Both. So you have to synchronize and start when you feel ready. One of you. En och en. Till att börja med. Ja. Ja. Till att börja med. Yes, you can start. In an exercise like this, it often comes very clear that the horses are individuals and they need different things. You can have a horse that's not so speedy, walks slow and needs a lot of energy to walk a little faster, or you can have a horse that's like to go fast and he has to be a little calmer. So if you had the next two of you and you make a stop somewhere, somewhere along the road you are going to make a stop, and you have to do it at the same time. So, here they have made a plan. How will we do this? It's not very easy to do this without a plan. Not if you want to cooperate. And one of the horses has to wait for the other one to get started. And both humans has to be aware what the horse is doing, what the other couple are doing. Very good. Now we have the whole team. So the whole team goes along with the horse. 3 in each team. And you have to synchronize your speed. Somewhere on the road, you make a stop. And all 3 of you. And you have to talk together. Where are our positions? What do we have to cooperate to make the horse feel safe and know what to do? All right? Thank you. Very good. This exercise you can do in a lot of different ways. Maybe you can, with a safe group and safe horses, even trot. You can try to have someone closing their eyes or use a blindfold to make it more difficult. You can make a circle on the way or something else. So you can vary it in a lot of different ways. Sometimes we use 2 lead ropes to clarify that there are more than one who is leading the horse. I would like to show that with Pelle, and I think we forgot to bring 2 lead ropes. Good. You can have vilken häst vill ni ha till att leda med 2 i slalom? Vi tar Freja. Sidan. Så tar vi 2 stycken. En utav er. Och slalom. Fram och tillbaka. So this is also a way of leading the horse, which demands cooperation, communication, making a plan, making decisions. So 2 lead ropes is one way, no lead rope at all is another way. And it might be possible. Thank you very much. So this is some of the exercises that we do and some of the ways we can vary the exercises to make them easier or harder. But remember, the goal is always to have them to succeed. It's essential for Lära med Hästar. As a trainer in Lära med Hästar, the challenge is to make the most of each moment, to seize the opportunity and to get all the participants to not only succeed but also to be challenged. When we have worked with horses like this in the arena, we go back into our classroom, and in the classroom we reflect together. We have the working book, and the pupils can note what they have learned and some other tasks. What do I want to improve? Things that made me happy or feeling good. Different tasks every time. We also have cards with words. These are in Swedish, actually. But different words, so that the participants can choose something they want to share. It can be a feeling, something they thought about, something that they learned. So they pick a card. I think it's very common that they say, "Can I choose 2, please? Can I take a third one, please?" So sometimes I have to just, okay, stay with 2 cards. When everyone has chosen, you can take a third one. They then choose 1, 2, or 3 cards, show the rest of the group what they have chosen, and talk about it, if they want. If they do not want to choose words, they don't have to. If they don't want to show it, they don't have to. If they don't want to talk about it, they don't have to. But I have never had a group yet that they haven't wanted to share after a while. Maybe not the first time, maybe not the second time, but absolutely after a while, the 3rd or 4th session. They want to choose cards, they want to share. So it's very good to see. So that was what I wanted to show you. Emma and Patrick. Thank you very much, the horses and the participants, for being with us.
And thank you, Kicki, so very much for this entertainment show of how to work with young people and animals. We have some questions from the audience. One of the questions are, what if a kid is afraid of horses?
If somebody is afraid of horses, it's rarely a problem, actually. If they're here, if they come. If they come, we just take it in their tempo.
In their own pace.
Yeah. So they can take it very easy, and I'm very careful to say that you don't do anything that you don't want to. You don't do anything that you're not safe to do. So we take it in the time, and they're getting closer and closer to the horse. And yet I haven't been experiencing actually no one who hasn't been able to work with the horses. Maybe they are very careful in the beginning, but they come around.
Thank you. Any other questions? Yes, please. How do you prepare both the participants and the horses before a session?
The horses I have to know. It's very special today because I don't know these horses, but I have asked Ulrika, who is manager here, and she had picked out horses for me, and I have tried them this morning. We also have people who are used to horses that have been working with them today, so it's a little bit different. But this is speed way. This is a speed way of doing it, because when I work with other people's horses or at riding school, I ask them which horses are suitable, and they propose some horses, and then I get to know them. I try them. I do the exercises with them, so I know that they're safe, that they like to do this. So they have tried the exercises, all the exercises, before we let the pupils to come and work with them. So that's a way of preparing. The participants, they often I speak with their teacher or an adult. It can be the parents before they come, so I know something about them, and they can ask questions. They get a letter and information before the first time, so they know what we're going to do and how it is to be done. Sometimes also I meet just one-to-one if they are very insecure, if they have been like home for a long time, hard to get from home. They can meet just me and a horse for the first time, maybe even for a second time or a third time. So it varies a lot how we have to prepare.
Thank you. Another question? Yes, please. Can you share an example of success thanks to the horses?
Yes, many. I have many examples. For a year or so ago, I had a girl that said, I think it was the second or third time, she said, "Wow, I think I can cooperate." And then she told me that she had been told for quite a while that she had no ability to cooperate with others. So that's what she had been told. And said, "Wow, I think I can cooperate." I had one girl who was a selective mute. She didn't speak outside her family. On the second lesson, she came to me and asked a question about the horse. On the third lesson, I heard her speaking with the horse. On the fourth lesson, I heard her speaking with the two others in her group. So that was shivering.
That's an amazing story.
Yeah.
Another question? One question that pops up real quick for me is, this thing costs money. Who's the one paying for this? Usually, who are your clients?
My clients. Mostly for me, it varies amongst our trainers, but for me it's often the school or the central health team in the community. But it can be, sometimes it's a project. We have a couple of projects running in Sweden. We have social welfare that pays. Sometimes it's a company with like a sponsor. I think the Swedish church have some projects. But the most common, I think, it's the community.
Thank you. There was some question over here. Yes. Could you repeat that question, please?
I think I got it.
Okay. Would you repeat the question?
Yes.
What?
Advice for someone who wants to work like this. A professional who wants to work with horses in their profession. And I would say it's two ways that I see. Either you have a ground profession and you want to complete with, you have to have an education, I think. So there are a lot of ways to get an education to work with horses in this way. Lära med Hästar is one method, but I think in Sweden there are 4 or 5 different educations to learn how to work with horses to help people. And I think you have to have both an education for handling horses and to use it in this way, and you have to have a profession in how to work with humans. Another way to do it is to connect with somebody. If you're very good in horses, you connect with somebody who's in the school, or a teacher, or a psychologist, or something. If you're very good in the human, but you don't know a lot about horses, you have to connect with somebody, and you can do it together.
So if we should summarize this kind of work you do, this session, if you would just make like an elevator pitch.
Ooh,
if
no.
I want to sell this, I want to sell this into the school where I'm working, for example. What would be my main arguments for using this technique?
You get to another whole different environment to learn. And when you work with horses, it's for real. I think you can't fake it. It's not tillrättalagd. It's for real when you work with horses, and the horses can read you. You have to be consistent in your body language, in what you do, in your planning. You have to be focused, you have to be present.
Thank you. And also, everybody in here has been girls that we've seen. Is this just a girl thing?
It's definitely not a girl thing. When I worked with my participants in my groups and the pupils, there are as many boys as girls. But in the horse business in Sweden, there are a lot of women and girls. So the ones working with this are mostly women, and the people in the riding schools where we often work are often women. So it's a lot of women in this business, but the ones we meet are just as many boys.
And would you say this works as well on small children as the adults?
Not really small children. I would say it depends, of course, it depends, but not really small children. You have to, of course, you can do it in a way, but I think you have to be in a age where you can reflect. I have been some training sessions with 7-year-olds, and they think it's fun, but they think it's fun. They don't really reflect, but maybe they have a use of it.
Yes.
For adults, absolutely.
Yeah, and the reflection part is pretty much half of
not
the time.
Half, but it's an essential.
It's an essential part of it. Yes.
Yeah, I think so.
Very good. Any final questions? Okay, then I would like to say thank you to the audience here at place, and also thank you very much to all the viewers in front of your TV screens, computers or cell phones. And if you have the chance, please go also out on the website for Inclusive Path and take a look at our project. And of course you can check out Lära med Hästar on the internet as well. So thank you so much everybody, and thank you especially to you, Kicki. It has been great having you here.
Thank you very much.